Hey guys, Miss Valdez here again with another Math with Matt. Um, so this is our third video, I think. This is our third time doing center. Um, we really need to start getting used to the fact that the center work is going to be due 1 or 2 days after we're done doing center. So in this case, all your center work is due on Tuesday. That means you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's 6 days. Okay. I think that I gave you too much leeway last time, and I'm going to stop now. So 6 days. If it's not turned in by those 6 days, it's going to stay as 0. Okay, so give me a little nod if you hear what I just said. If you don't turn it in within those 6 days, which I believe is plenty, you're going to get a 0. Yes? 0? We understand what a 0 is. Good. I'm glad. Let me get Max, because I know he's the star of this show, and y'all have been dying to see him, especially since I forgot to do a video last week, and I had to do it in my classroom, right? So y'all kind of like, man. Max, come here. Okay, so here's my big boy. He doesn't really want to be in the video, but they miss you. They want to say hello to you. Say hello. Hi. He's trying to get off the chair. You know you're fifth grade famous? You're a celebrity? Do you even care? I don't think he cares. How does it feel to be famous? Hmm? You can see him right now. He's being real cute. Say hello. Be a good boy. Wanna get down? You get down? Okay, so first things first, get your blue paper, which should be this one right here, and of course you want to put your name at the top. So I have already done the space provided for you for each question. So your questions are here, the space is provided. No work, no credit. We need to start getting used to that little phrase there. No work, no credit, guys. I understand. I don't even care if it's 2 plus 2. Y'all know that. If it's 2 plus 2, you better show me a 4, right? And you better show me the work for it. Just we have to start doing it. We have to start getting used to doing that every single time. So you're gonna have 5 questions on this side and then only 3 questions on this side. So I'm gonna do 3 with you today. I think that's more than enough. That's almost half the paper itself. And as soon as you finish this paper, finish the video, you need to start working on the paper. Get it done, turn it in, be done with it. That way, oh, and don't forget to put your name on it. That way we're not all worried about, oh, where's my paper? It's a big deal for no reason. Okay, first of all, before we even get started, I want to talk about the word each because the word each can go 2 different ways, okay? Because he's all crazy. He wants to be friends with this guy, but he wants to be friends with this guy also. So the word each can mean 2 things. We have multiply and divide. So right now we are working on multiplication. So how do I know when to multiply? Well, you know when they're going to multiply because they were asking for a total, okay? If you do not have a total yet, that's how you know you're going to be multiplying. Okay. And we haven't worked on division that much yet. I know we've seen it a little bit in our daily speak, so we haven't hit on it too much. So when we get to that, we'll know that they're asking for, that each means to divide when they're asking for groups or how many were in this group and we'll see more words like that later on. But I just wanted to hit on the fact that each can go 2 ways, multiply and divide. And right now we know we're working on multiplication, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so each. I'm looking at number 2 on this side. Number 2 here, where it says, Ms. Mendoza bought 26 new dictionaries for her students to use in her classroom. If each dictionary has 357 pages, how many pages do the dictionaries have combined? What does combined mean? Okay. Combined means all together. Okay, that means out of all those dictionaries and all those pages, how many pages are there all together, combined? Okay, so right where you see the word combined, I want to see the words all together. That way we can remind ourselves. Okay, we're going to start making sure that we're taking notes, extra good notes in our questions so that we remember all these little things. So there are 26 new dictionaries, and in each dictionary there are 357 pages. Okay, so our setup for this question to figure out how many total pages we have is going to be 357 times 26. So we should see this. If you don't have it like that, you need to fix it. Okay. Our starting point is that 6 hanging down here, over here on this side. Okay, so we're going to begin with the 6 times the 7. Now remember, if you want to do the turtle, if that helps you, so you can remember what to do first, go for it. Okay, if you don't need it anymore, don't worry about it. Okay, so first we know we're going to work with 6 times 7, 6 times 5, and then 6 times 3. So we ready? Okay, 6 times 7 should give you 42. Carry the 4. Okay. Now I'm working with the 6 times 5 plus the 4. I know that 6 times 5 is 30 plus 4 more, 34. So that 4 is going to come here and the 3 will come here. Okay. Next we have 6 times 3, which is 18, 19, 20, 21. And then don't forget that comma between the 2 and the 1. Okay, so how many total pages do we have? We have, I'm a silly goose. I just totally forgot to do the 2 times the 7. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. So now I need to move on to the 2 times 357. Like that. Okay, so now I'm done with the 6, so I knock him out. If I knock out that 6, I have to put in a 0 to hero. I feel so silly right now. Okay, but that's how easy it is to make a mistake, or not when you're not paying attention. So now I'm ready to work with the 2 times the 7, the 2 times the 5, and then the 2 times the 3. So first of all, 2 times 7 should give us 14. Okay, we're not working with that 4 on top anymore. That 4 is going to become a 1 here. So now we have 2 times 5 plus 1. 2 times 5 gives us 10, plus 1 more gives us 11. Okay. So I put the 1 down here, and then I cross out that 3 because we're not using that 3 anymore, but we are using that 1. Now we have 2 times 3 plus 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 more is 7. Okay. Now, I still can't believe I made that little mistake with that. I was like, where's the answer at? I couldn't find it. So now I need to add all these up, starting on this side, because I might have to carry over, and if I do, I don't want to mess up over here. So 2 plus 0 is 2. Okay. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then 7 and 2 gives us 9. So 9,282. I was double checking right now, but that better be my answer on the paper. I'm going to do it again. 9,282. So I believe that is answer choice G. That was number 2 on the front. Again, no work, no credit. And I've given you the work, so there's no excuses. Okay. I want to look at number 3 on that same side. It looks like it has the little bars on it. It says in the diagram below, I'm looking at this one right here. In the diagram below, bar B is 25 times as long as bar A. And then it gives you the visual like this. So the length of bar A is 125 units. What is the length of bar B in units? Okay. So if I know that bar A, they said in the question, they say bar A equals, and if I look at the question again, it says bar A equals 125 units. Right? And then it says bar B is 25 times bar A. So bar B equals bar B, bar B, like the doll, is 25 times bar A. So I have, if A equals 125 and bar B is 25 times that, I know what my setup is, 125 times 25. So I'm going to write that out. 125 times 25. Okay. So my setup is this right here. Okay. My starting point is this guy right here. Again, if you want to make the turtle, go for it. Okay. So 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. Like that. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 more gives me 12. And then 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 more, 6. Okay. I'm done with my first digit, which means I'm going to get rid of the 5. 0 to 0 holds the place, right? I'm done with the ones place. I'm moving on to the tens place. That 2 is hanging out in the tens place, so I got to multiply these guys now. You want to make a little pizza head or whatever y'all call it, triangle? Do what you got to do to make yourself get the right answer. 2 times 5 will give me 10. Instead of that 2, I'm going to change it to a 1. Okay. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. And then 2 times 1 is 2. Now I'm ready to do my last step, which we should know by now is to add them up. Okay. 5 and 0 gives me 5. 2 and 0 gives me 2. 6 and 5 give me 11, carry the 1. 2 and 1 give me 3. Don't forget your comma. So I got an answer of 3,125, which is answer choice B. B. If you're confused about how I multiplied, go back in the video. Don't be afraid to pause it and go back, or pause it so that you can try to work it out before me and then see if you get the right answer as me. That's even better if you ask me. I think it's better to try to do it yourself and then see. Because you're using pencil, right? If you're using pencil, you can erase it and always go back and fix your mistake. It's no big deal. Just do it like that. Okay. The next question I want to talk about is on the back. Okay. So this is more recent, what we did in the past couple days. And this is more focused on the multiplying a decimal times a decimal. So if you are confused, we just did the notes yesterday. Open up your journal for decimal times decimal. I believe it's page 17. And study those notes a little bit just in case you're confused, okay? I'm looking at the bottom one. Okay? The bottom one is the only one here that is not multiplication. I mean, it is multiplication, but it's not decimal times decimal. Okay? The reason I'm telling you this is because it can get confusing looking at these models. So if you're looking at this bottom one, you'll notice that you have 200 grids, and in between them is an equal sign. On this 100 grids, there's black lines going around the different groups. So basically what it's showing you is there's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, and those 4 groups, when you put them together, are equal to something. Okay? So I kind of drew it up kind of messy a little bit, but it's basically the same idea, okay? Pretend this is a really nice hundreds block, and this is a complete hundreds block. So this would be to represent the one on the left. So you had 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4. Label them just the way I'm doing it here, but on your blue paper. Okay? 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups. Okay? Just like that, but on your blue paper. Now, the next step is to count how many are in each group. I know that one line completely shaded in is equal to 10 hundredths. So 10, 11, 12. So I know that there's 1,200, and check them all. Don't just take my word for it. Check them all. There would be 1,200 in each of those groups. Okay? That means that I have 1,200 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay? This is an equation here, guys. They are multiplying. They're showing me that there is 1,200 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So let's look at our answer choices for number 3. On the first one, it says 4/10 times 1,200. B says 4 times 1,200. C says 4 plus 1,200. And D says 4 times 1,200. Now, we do have 2 that say 4 times 1,200, 2 times. However, the answer choices are different. So, if we have 1,200 4 times, that I sound like a pirate, don't I? If I was multiplying 1200 4 times, it would look like this. And that is what that visual is showing, that model is showing you. It's showing you 1200 4 different times. The same amount 4 times. Remember, multiplication is just repeated addition. So it's the same thing 4 times in a row. So we're going to start here. 4 times 2 gives us 8. 4 times 1 gives us 4. 4 times 0 gives us 0. Okay. How many waves? Santa's coming in on the speedboat, don't forget. Starting back here, we have 1, 2. 1 wave, 2 waves. That means that in my answer, I need to do the same thing. 1, 2. Remember, when we're multiplying decimals, we do not just drop down the decimal. That is only for adding and subtracting. You do not want to just drop down the decimal, because even though it works right here, it doesn't work like that every time. And we learned that today when we were multiplying a decimal times a decimal. So make sure that you're doing the waves when you're multiplying, okay? Just be very careful of that. So if we look at our answer choices, 4,800 as an answer is for A and for B. However, on A, they're multiplying 4 tenths. That is not 4 groups. Here I have 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure that you're choosing answer choice D on number 3 as well. Okay. What was I going to say? Again, center work is due on Tuesday, no later. After that, it starts becoming zeros. And because guys, I think I graded every day last week, trying to make sure that I graded everything and that nobody failed. It was really hard. I don't think it's fair that I would have to do more work. So, especially if y'all aren't doing as much work as you're supposed to be doing. I think that it's fair to say that you can get 4 things done in a matter of 6 days. I think that's plenty of time to get those things done. I've been giving y'all too much leeway, like I said before. So make sure that they're getting done. Make sure they're getting turned in the basket. Make sure your name is on it, please. Okay, that is so frustrating. Anyway, from me and Max and my house, I want to say good night and have a good rest of the week. Okay, bye guys.